Hello and welcome. So I am going to take a look at the Times Cryptic crossword, and this was published on Monday the 25th of August 2025, so I'm a day late getting to it. You don't get any setter information, so yeah, I think I'm just going to reset the timer and crack on. Alaskan city, Anchorage, branch, or yeah, looks like an anagram or branch. Let's try and spell Anchorage. Anchorage downsized, yep. That's in fact a hidden word. Some soldiers almost laugh involuntary. Some soldiers, men, almost GIs. Me, laugh involuntary is to involuntary. Almost laugh is ha. Don't know. Okay, animated character with goal to serve drinks. Goal is an end. Animated character. Is that going to be like Mickey Mouse or is that something else? Okay. Priest protecting poor moves out of Brazil. Brazil's a nut. Priest would suggest Eli. Could be PR, I think. Poor moves. Is it going to be anagram of moves? Protecting poor moves. And out of Brazil. Sao Paulo. Largely subdued. Spy drinks martini finally. With EY drinks martini finally. It's shaken, not stirred. Well, martini with an I. It's shaken suggests. Okay, it's shaken suggests it's an anagram of. Largely subdued. Spy drinks martini. So put an I into a word for spy, which could be a mole agent. Not stirred is something agent. Largely subdued is calm. Calagient. Too few letters anyway, but just trying to get a feeling for where that's going. Probably do need agent in there though. Unenthusiastic response crushes small network. Crushes small, so network is a grid. Need a unenthusiastic response. Booze. Boo. No. Nay. Network. Plant. 41 stops this. Well, there's no 41 across. So 41 in Roman numerals is XLI. Stops work, sorry. Ox slip. Okay, yeah, that works. The ox slip I've heard of. Quest pick. Outrageous dance. Looks like it ought to be an anagram. Quest pick. Outrageous being the anagram indicator. But a dance with that. Those letters. Quest. Adventure. It could be an anagram of dance. And pick would be to choose, to opt. Antique unit, to get angry about. State museum's leader. Antique unit. Antique. Unit, to get angry. Is that an anagram of unit? About state is to other. Museum's leader is an M. English city is a close match. What's that? I want to put Leeds in there. It's not Leeds. Is a close match. A tie. A draw. Was it E and then city? Is a. Leave South American capital briefly. Leave is to go. South American capital briefly. What have we got? I've got Brasilia, Caracas, Colombia, I can't remember. Argentina's Buenos Aires, Lima, Bogota, don't really work for Colombia. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, artist, editor, wise to pull back. Think of the name of an artist. Editor wise to pull back. Degas. Something about Degas in there. I don't know what Degas' first name is, but that's Sage. To pull back. I want to put Edgar at Degas. I think that's what it is. Sage is wise. Then I have to come back to that one. Save King's boring quotation. Save King. Boring quotation is a remark, drill, cite, recite, save. It's played by chamber musician. It's played by chamber. Musician would be, you'd think that's an ist, wouldn't you, really? Soloist. Can't be Lou. I want chamber to be Lou, but I don't think that's going to work. You can't anagrams lose. Card deck returned to snitch. Card deck is a pack. Card deck returned. I think that's more likely. Card might be A for ace. Grass for a snitch. Man to deal with topping for loaf. Man to deal with topping for loaf. Bloomer. Not great. Okay, let's look at the downs. Religious leader and a bishop on programme. A bishop is a B. A programme is an app. A bishop is a right reverend. A B can't be rabbi, which is because of the A in the wrong place. Sweet creature eats dairy periodically. I'm putting an AR. Cordial. What's cordial? Get me. AR. Doesn't actually work, does it? DRY. Car. ML. Caramel. Okay. Banana's gone on ripe. That looks like an arrow gone on ripe, doesn't it? Tree would be a. Well, I don't know. Tree. Page. Whoa. Orange. Peel. Can't be peel. Orange. There's no A for orange, so that doesn't work. Leader leaves more nuts for summer. More nuts is madder. And someone who adds up is a summer. Yep. Plants say on road plating metal. Plant, you'd think that's the RD. Plant would be an EG. EG for say on road plating metal. Plant, not sure about plants. It can make parting company bearable at first. It can be tin, IT, bearable at first. Bearable at first suggests like I need a B. Maybe barrel comes first. Company. Period covered by cost of living. That should get a reaction. Period and age. Wage. Cost of living, wage. Is that wage? That should get a reaction. Something about an age in there, isn't there? I'm sure. Age. Wage slip. Grumpy companion. Okay, so that's going to be one of the tools, is it? Follows friends the wrong way. Reckless. So we've got happy, grumpy, reckless. Something happy, I would think. Follows friends the wrong way. So is that slap happy, pals? I think it is. Abruptly left at desk, dazed and confused. I feel like there ought to be an anagram in there of something or other, but dazed, confused, dazed and confused. Left would be port. Porter. Bureau. No. Sort queen out if one asks for it. On request, I'd have thought that is. Would that be on request? If it is, there's queen. Steer on. Don't think so. Would that be QU? Q. Quito. Quit. Okay. Quito, the capital of Ecuador, I think. Okay, maybe it's on request then. Ask for it is a request. On request. If one asks for it, it's on request. Sort queen. On. Yeah, that's just an anagram on request, isn't it? I think I'm going to do. I'm going to ST Oh, yeah, on request. Blimey, I can't. For some reason, my brain could not see that as an anagram. Coin toss for fantasy sport. Nice. Coin toss for fantasy sport. Fantasy is a dream. Coin toss could be heads or tails. Heads. Heads. Sport might be someone who's a good sport. Not sure. Okay, part of US train disturbed calm air. Part of the US train disturbed calm air. Is this going to be the name of a place in America? Part of US train disturbed. Don't need part unless it's strain. Not sure. Part of us trained. Part of us. Train disturbed calm air. If that's an anagram, I can't quite see what to do with it. Kind of music paper, publishing, rubbish magazine. Okay, publishing is out, air. Kind of music, paper, publishing, rubbish magazine. I'm assuming this Degas is correct there, not sure. What have we got? Fancy cereal, seen regularly in African town. Is that anagram of fancy? Seen regularly suggests either SE or EN. African town. I don't think fancy cereal just means like muesli. My alternatives is EELEN. Elon. FMY. AC. Accra. Is that just Accra? Yeah, that's Accra, the capital of Ghana, I think it is. That was easy. Once got there. That was a cellist chamber. It's a cell. There we are. In speech refers to location, sites. Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, locations is sites that way. So sites. Okay, so Degas. Well, it's not looking any better. That isn't looking good though. AE. Artist, editor. Wise to pull back. Sage. Don't know. I'm going to leave out that bit there for now and see where we get to. So, have I done all the downs? No, I haven't. I'm in the wrong place. Sites. rising late, nearly curses. Rising late, nearly. Up, curses, swears, oaths, hex. Okay, well, I've got some more stuff to work with, haven't I? Nothing there. Some soldiers almost laugh. Involuntary is... involuntary is... almost laugh. I don't know if involuntary could be a... an anagram indicator. Animated character with goal. I think that's Bart End, isn't it? Abbott, that must be. Going in there. Abbott, yeah, bot's a computer program. Fair enough. Largely subdued spy is shaken, not stirred is... Largely subdued is... Blah, tampered. This one, oh, it's the anagram. Oregon something. Let's have a look at that. Gone on ripe. Gets his pen and paper out. Oregon pear. Bananas tree. I don't know. Gone on ripe. Let's see what we've got left. If that's Oregon, which I think it might be. Gone pine. Oregon pine. Yeah, that sounds a reasonable tree. This one, antique unit. Angry about State Museum's leader. The angry is to rile. Unit is 1. Is that a Ripon something? Ripon. Don't like that being there anymore. Taking it out. Ripon, ripe, rile. Roman. Why would that be Roman? Roman antique unit. Roman. If that was an M. Partius is main. Calm air. Is it just an anagram calm air? US train would be a mail car, wouldn't it? There we go then. Okay, that was easier than it looked. Let's look at this then. What's this? It's the card deck. Returned to snitch. Tarot, I suppose. So, Taurat, tarot. To rat. Okay, to rat. Yep. Save King's boring quotation. Exclaim. Save N. Gosh, what's that? Okay, so Roman looks kind of good for antique. Museum is an M. State Museum's leader is an M. State is okay. Amman is the Roman mile, isn't it? The antique unit. There we go. Rile around. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Coin toss for fantasy sport. Heads, tail. What about tail? What tail we? And if that was, then what's that going to be? Quest pick. There's a T and a P there. A quest pick. Dance would be a step. I don't think it's a. Okay, that's quick step. Okay, let's go quick step. Then we've got another Q. Okay, that must be quick. Coin toss. That must be quick step is an anagram. That's amazing, actually. That anagram. No, it's not amazing, but it's amazing that you can get that out of those letters. Having looked at them before, thinking no, can't possibly be. Abruptly left desk, dazed and confused. Skedaddled. Is that skedaddled? Addled is confused. Okay. Desk. Skedaddled. Abruptly left is skedaddled. I'd have said it was skedaddled, but I think skedaddled will have to be followed to the wordplay. Skied. Desk. Yeah, dazed. Just right. Okay. English city is a Derby. Fair enough. Kind of music. Gosh, what's this? So Degas is looking ever better in there. Kind of music. Rap. Paper. Publishing. Ragtime. Rubbish magazine. Ragtime, yeah, okay. Piece of paper. Is that the name of... I don't know. Okay. Man to deal with topping for loaf. Oh, is that going to be something like marmalade or something? Topping for loaf. Loaf can be a head. Not sure. Okay, it's looking a lot better than it was. What's this? Temporize, I think. Temper... Not sturdies. Largely subdued is temp. Spy drinks. Martini finally, so. And what's going on with this one? Plant, say on road. Plating metal. Ooh. Eglantine, isn't it? Egg. No, it can't be egg. I think there's a plant like an eglantine or something. E.g. on road. Not G. But it can't be eglantine because that doesn't fit. If that was a tine, plating metal on road, egg. E.g.'s right for say. Priest protecting poor moves. No, that doesn't really work, does it? Priest protecting poor moves out of Brazil. What's this H? Uneasy to respond, crushes small network. Mesh. Meh. It's a bit meh about that. Okay, that top one with the soldiers is still a problem. Age. Can't be age, can it? That can be age though. Cost of living. Period cost covered by cost of living. That should get a reaction. Reagent, which is rent. Okay. I've seen that somewhere recently, I think. Some soldiers almost laugh invariably as a corpse. Core of soldiers and corpse is when you can't stop laughing. Mostly theatre kind of TV word. It can make parting company bearable at first. Comb. Brilliant. Comb, I think that is. So what's this? Is this a name of somewhere in... It's out of Brazil. Priest. Poor would be... I would say mean, but meagre. Eglantine? Why would that be okay, a lane across tin, which is plating with eglantine, there we are. Lambada. Moves out Brazil is the lambada. Priest protecting poor. Poor would be bad. Lama would be a priest, okay. Says tambourine. Tambour. Largely subdued is spy. Drinks martini finally. Where's my eye going? Not stirred. It's shaken. Not stirred would be... I don't know. 24 minutes. I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This little corner down here is a bit from... I can remember what his name was. Ed. And that's drag. Edgar Degas, they are. Drag backwards with an Ed. What's this? Quidditch. Really? Quidditch. Coin is a quid and toss is to ditch. Fantasy sport? Yeah, Quidditch. Nice. Very good. Man to deal with topping. What's this? Man to deal with topping for loaf is a headdress, I assume. What's that? Man to deal with is to address. He address. Okay, I'll go with that. So yeah, not too bad. Now 3 left at 25 minutes. Let's see if I can get through these. Save kings. Boring quotation. Save. And this one, rising late. Nearly late. Nearly curses. Curses without a T on the ending. Oaths, swears. Rising late. Up. Up at. Upat. Doesn't think that's a word, is it? Okay. That could be an Ing word, I suppose. Tampering. Not stirred. Tempering. Right. Largely subdued. Spy drinks. So what's a spy? Is a spook. Is an agent. Spy could mean to spot something, couldn't it? Largely subdued. I keep thinking tampered down. Temporary. Tom. Down here. Save king. King can't be ER, can it? Kings could be ER or R. Boring quotation. Enchant. Save. N is. What are these last few? Save queen. Save. Kings could be CR. Could be for Charles Roux or whatever. Save would be to. Sometimes it mean to all bar one, all save one. I'm really just trying to fit a word in there now in my head. X. Cheap really wants to go down, that isn't going to work. Chance. Quotation would be sight. Are we looking at this quotation as being a sound like? I don't think so. Question mark on the end. I don't know what Kings is doing in this. It really does feel like CR for Kings ought to be in there. I don't think it's going to be King Lear, because that doesn't fit. Boring quotation. Boring is to chant, but I'm not looking at this one up here. Right, largely subdued, spy. Right, I'm going to put on pause while I think to myself about this one. Okay, my little bit of an alphabet draw on this one has come up with that's being an excerpt. So yeah, to save is except with Arthur Rex in there for King. Gives you an excerpt, which is quotation. This one, therefore, tire, nearly curses. Rising late. I don't know if late is something to do with the dead. Brat, Brit, Brot. Crick, crack, Ritz. 31 minutes, just so you can see. Back on that. So it wasn't off too long, but it was off long enough. Rising late. I don't know if we got the word late going upwards, but they're nearly curses. Tired. Erit. Curses. Crit. Crites. Can't be an M, can it? B could be possible, I suppose. Brat, Brit, Brot. Doesn't really seem like. Crack, crop. Could fit. X and Z don't seem likely. A could be. I'm not going to go through that at the moment. S. No. Drat. Tardy. Drat is a curse, isn't it? Yeah, tardy without the Y on it. Just leaves this, which is not a toboggan. Temporary. I don't know what this is. I don't even know what I'm trying to. I'm assuming I'm getting to. Not stirred, which should be. But then if it's not stirred, what's going on the end? Subdue spy. Drinks martini finally. I don't know where to put the I really. It can't be there because T and M wouldn't go together, so you can't be adding it there. Tim. I did wonder about timid as being largely subdued. I don't know about that. Could be an I there. Could be an I there. Could be there with an RN. Depends what's going in, doesn't it? Most of that puzzle is actually words I would know, so I don't feel like I shouldn't know this word. Although skedaddle may turn out to be wrong later. Right, I'm going to pause again while I think. So we're at 33 minutes. Okay, I'm there, I think. I think it's a tambourine. With good old... Yeah, it is, I'm sure of it. Let's put my A in there. Tambourine, Jason Bourne being the spy that I had not. Tambourine. There we go, so skedaddle maybe? Yes, 39 minutes, okay. Bit of a think on those last few, but got there eventually. Good puzzle. Right, let's have a look at this then. So one across, the Alaskan city of Anchorage, probably one of only two cities I know in Anchorage, Alaska, Anchorage and Juneau, which is the capital of Alaska. And Anchorage is a hidden word across branch or agency. Downsized is your hidden word indicator. Some soldiers are a corps, don't know how you say that word, corps, I think. Almost laugh involuntary while when actors kind of break into fits of giggles and they can't stop laughing, it's known as corpsing. So corpse with an E on the end becomes corps. Almost laugh. Almost is saying take the E off. We've got the animated character Bart Simpson with a goal which is an end, and to serve drinks is to bartend. Priest is a llama protecting the poor, so that's a poor effort, that's a bad effort. Moves out of Brazil are the lambada type of dance. Right, it's shaken, not stirred. I'm not sure. A tambourine is shaken. I'm not sure about what the not stirred bit is doing. Right, anyway, largely subdued is tame. We've got the spy is Jason Bourne, the Robert Ludlum books, and I think it's Matt Damon in the films. The book's very good, I can say that. Drinks martini finally, so the I of martini. I guess the definition is just it's shaken, not stirred. It's a bit of a trick definition, really, because you shake tambourines anyway. Right, unenthusiastic is meh. Meh. Unenthusiastic response is meh. Crushing small, so put an S into it gives you mesh, which is a network. A plant is an oxlip. 41 is in Roman numerals is XLI, so I for 1 and X is 10 and 50 is L, so 10 before 50 is 40 with a 1 on the end. That's literally how Roman numerals work. That's not just made up. Stops work, well, a work is an operation or an opus for the plant. Right, we've got the quick step, which is a type of dance, which happens to be an anagram of quest pick. Outrageous is your anagram indicator. We've got the Roman mile, which is an antique unit. I don't know what differs about the Roman mile versus the imperial mile, should we say? Other than probably that was all measured by the length of people striding and so on. Anyway, to get angry is to get riled, so R-I-L-E. About the state of Oman, and M for museum's leader is an M. English city of Derby, and a close match is a derby. Well, literally a derby match is between two teams that are located close to each other. So you might have Liverpool and Everton, or Manchester United and Manchester City. I would say that you start to get to Brighton and Crystal Palace, who are probably 50 miles apart, but that's their derby match because that's their closest rivals. Right, to leave is to quit, and we've got the South American capital of Quito, capital of Ecuador. Briefly says take the O off of Quito, gives you quit. Right, we've got the artist Edgar Degas, or the artist Edgar Degas. Editor is ed, and then wise is sage, and pull is to drag and put that backwards. I'm sure that's probably an old chestnut someone's done before. To save is to accept. So I did say all bar one, all save one can be an exception, isn't it? Type of exception save. King's boring, so put R for rex, which is the Latin for king, into that, bore it in there, and the quotation is an excerpt. It's played by, it's an anagram to give us IST. Played is your anagram indicator, and put it beside a cell, which is a chamber, and a musician is a cellist. Card deck is tarot cards. Returned to is the TO, and then to snitch is to rat. So tarot to rat backwards returned. Man is he, and to deal with is to address a matter. Topping for the loaf, so headdress. Loaf is your head. Loaf of bread, head. Bit of Cockney rhyming slang there, geezer. Right, what we've got here, we've got the religious leader is the abbot, and A, B for a bishop. A is in the clue, B for bishop, which is chess notation, and program is a bot. I should probably got that quicker on reflection. This one, sweet as caramel, got a creature as a camel, eating dairy periodically, so the second and fourth letters of dairy are A and R. Bananas is your anagram indicator that gone on ripe is an anagram of Oregon pine, which is a type of tree. I imagine it grows in Oregon in the first place. Leader leaves more nuts, so if you're nuts you might be said to be mad, so if you're more nuts you're madder. Take the M off of madder, leaves you adder, and an adder is someone who does sums, so they are a summer. Right, the plant is eglantine. E.g. is, say, give us an example, e.g. On the road is a lane, so L-A-N-E. Plating is saying put it around metal. Metal is tin in this case. It can make a parting as a comb. Company is C-O-M, and bearable at first is a B for bearable. Right, period is an age. Covered by the cost of living, so cost of living could be rent, where you live, that's the price you pay to live somewhere, and that should get a reaction as a reagent. Grumpy's companion, so in the Seven Dwarfs, Grumpy and Happy were companions, so to speak. Following friends the wrong way, so we got Happy following Slap, which is pals, put the wrong way. Reckless is Slap Happy, which is somehow some of my crosswording goes occasionally when I'm trying to rush. Abruptly left is to skedaddled. Abruptly left, so skedaddled. Desk is an anagram of sked, S-K-E-D. Days is your anagram indicator, and then confused is addled. Sort queen is an anagram on request. Out is your anagram indicator, and if one asks for it, is on request. Coin toss. The coin is a quid. Yeah, the pound coin is now could be named as 1 quid. Toss, if you toss something you ditch it, and the fantasy sport of Quidditch from the Harry Potter novels. Part of a US train is a mail car, which is an anagram of calm air. Disturbed is your anagram indicator. What we got here? Type of kind of music, paper, publishing rubbish magazine. I'm not quite sure what that magazine is. Definitely Time. I think rubbish has to be rag. Paper publishing rubbish is a rag. Yep, okay, so rag, and kind of music is ragtime. Fancy cereal, seen regularly. So seen regularly is saying take the second and fourth letters of fancy and the first, third and fifth letters of cereal to get to Accra, which is the capital of Ghana, I believe. In speech is a sound-like indicator that refers to, so if you cite someone it would be with a C, and locations are sites, spelled that way. And finally, if you're late then you're tardy, so put tardy upwards, but don't finish it off because it's nearly, so take the Y off, which gives you drat, which is curses. So there we go, 39 minutes. Pleased to solve that one. It's a good little puzzle. Everything in there pretty much known, I think. Every word in there I know, so can't complain about that one. Thanks for watching.